want to get into specifics of what is going to drive the renewable energy. It's not just going to come from one place.
We focus what we call future fuels.
In our cleantech pod, we traditionally have done fuel cell investments and are broadening out and some power electronics investments. We're interested in building efficiency. We're interested in the electrification of the vehicle, plug-in hybrids.
We think there'll be space for solar, for wind, for ocean power, and for biomass-driven technologies.
We also are very keen on an area called premium power, which is primarily in the area of energy storage.
Efficiency, we think, is some lower hanging fruit. Building efficiency, smart windows, smart thermostats, smart grid.
Some very significant breakthroughs in solar power generation based on new types of semiconductor materials and new types of module architectures.
Perhaps certain parts of the solar value chain, silicon processing, we have an investee.
There are only 3 or 4 sources of clean energy. Biomass is one, and almost everything else is related to either water, wind, or solar. We think there's a little bit amount of geothermal that's possible.
The coming century will be the century of biology. In biofuels, it will over time be better to grow our fuels. An enzyme company that tries to speed up the development of methane in the ground.
Ultimately, I don't think we're going to be growing these fuels, although that's going to be happening in the short term. I think we're going to be letting microbes, we're either going to be evolving or we're going to be making new life forms, little animals that do the work for us.
What we're looking at is what comes next, going into organics, things which are polymers, they're plastics, they're things that can be manufactured cheaply from feedstocks that we understand and we have a lot of experience in manipulating.
There are going to be advances in energy storage that are going to further enable solar and wind.
There's, of course, batteries, and there's going to be other power management and electronics and charging.
Whoever figures out the energy storage piece will be a billionaire. The reason that solar and biofuels have been of such a great interest, the growth rates in those 2 sectors alone is equivalent to the growth rates of PCs during their heyday and the internet during their heyday. We don't see any end in sight for that growth.